Hello YouTube and Facebook friends of mine. So, the rant that I've got tonight is on strollers, the Vancouver bus system that we have, and Pizza Hut, and a couple other tidbits. So, the bus system that we have in Surrey, where I live, is atrocious. It either runs half an hour for a bus, every 10 minutes if you're lucky, as far as depending on the bus you're taking. And, it's like, I don't understand how they can ask people to pay $5, for 3 zones to go down to Vancouver, when it shouldn't cost that much. I mean, they bitch, moan, and complain that they have no money, and yet we're the ones paying their salary that they upped in private and closed the doors to the public, and we pay for the system. I don't get that. As far as being on the bus, there are several factors that I find quite perplexing and irritating, if that's even possible to do both. People that listen to their music, for an example, with it just blaring. Okay, I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear Eminem above the roar of the engine of the bus when I'm sitting at the back. There's something to do with the vibration of the vibration of the bus in conjunction with the music. The music should not be louder than the vibration and sound of the bus. I should not. Sorry, itchy nose. I should not be able to hear your music above that. There's something wrong with that. I'm sure I'll figure that out later, though. People that put their feet up on the seats, either they're sitting at the back or they're sitting, at on the SkyTrain, and they have the 2 seats, and they got the 1 seat in front of them, and they're taking up all 3 seats. You don't need to have 3 seats unless your ass is that fat that you need to have 2 seats. Then I can understand it, and I don't mean any disrespect at all to anybody. But my point being is, you don't need 3 seats. Okay, it's bad enough that the SkyTrains stink anyways, and that they probably don't wipe down the bars, and people get sick all the time, and people hack their lungs out and don't cover their mouth. On the bus, when you're getting on with your stroller, and I'm not talking those strollers that look at their, gun turrets, and they're gonna start blasting out bazooka, missiles and shit up the side of the stroller. I'm talking, regular sized single stroller, or even the double strollers that have the bar at the back, not the giant Tonka truck, 18-wheel strollers that can do 4x4ing in the outback kind of thing. Those ones should just be outlawed as far as I'm concerned. Same goes for the jogging ones. The jogging ones are just stupid in my opinion, because, sorry, yeah, I walk around all night, but I ain't going to do any freaking jogging with my kids. Oh, look at me, I'm jogging, I'm so cool. And I've got my kids with me, and they're relaxed and not doing anything. Granted, they're out getting fresh air, but anyways. Where was I? I got off topic here. Yeah, so, people's respect level nowadays has just gone down the shitter, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody has this me attitude, and I've got to get there right away, because if I don't get there right away, whatever I need is going to be out. I need to have the best cell phone. I have to have the best, computer. I need to have the car that goes Mach 5 in 1.6 seconds and get me there right away, because that iPod that's coming out next month is going to be obsolete in a day after I get it anyways. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. I don't understand, the thing that brings me to my next point, pizza places, okay? It costs, if you'll pardon my French here, for anybody from my church who's watching this, it costs fuck all to make pizza. You take dough, you take cheese, you take whatever else ingredients you're putting on it, and you put the sauce on and you bake it, okay? It doesn't cost $25 to make a freaking pizza. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I can make it at home for, like, less than that. Excuse me. Brings me to my point tonight. So I order pizza in for the missus and I. Pizza for her, pizza for me, and we'll share it, obviously. $58.19 from Pizza Hut. Now, I obviously off the top know the Pizza Hut is notorious for being overpriced and over greasy, and that's my next point. If I want grease, I might as well take a bucket of canola oil and dump it over my head and bathe in the damn stuff. Or, if I really want my pores to explode, might as well rub butter in my face. I realize I smoke and I'm clogging my arteries anyways, but it's kind of a catch-22 in that regard. And I realize I probably sound a bit uh, emphatic as far as my irritation is concerned, but you know, I just think we already pay out the ass for anything anyways, every day, as far as taxes, as far as food, as far as our necessities of life are concerned. And would it kill you to give me pizza that's not greasy? That's all I'm asking for. And I realize there's other choices of pizza places out there. I get that, but I found from personal experience is that the cheaper pizzas, from the less quality pizza places, if you will, won't name any, tend to be, how should I put this, lesser quality. I mean, maybe that's why you're paying the $25 for the pizza, because they're using good ingredients. I don't know. If somebody wants to comment and let me know, that'd be great, because I sure as hell like to know. Um, I think, I'm going off camera here, sorry. I think for me, really what it boils down to at the end of the day is we need to all stop having this me attitude. We need to just relax and take it easy and not, sorry, I'm looking at the time here, and not be in such a damn rush to get everywhere, and try and spend more time with your family and your friends. And the rest of the stuff that I ranted about tonight, I just think people need to, show a bit more respect for people. Don't have that classic Homer Simpson look on your face when somebody asks you to move because your stroller. Those are originally designated for, I realize, people with wheelchairs and old people with canes and you know uh, uh, the handicap. But it's just become norm over the last 20 years or so that that's where strollers go. And I just think, accept it. It's part of life. You may not like it, you may not want to agree with it, but, you know, it's just the way it is. Anyways, feel free to leave comments, questions. I'm going to do another part 2 of my advice for new dads. I noticed that quite a few people have viewed it, so it seems to be quite popular. So we'll talk to you then, YouTube. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.